What was it like being a woman in sports at the college level? Because that's something that we often don't talk about.
Like at university?
At university,
At the
excuse me.
university.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. So I absolutely loved it. Like I said, like,
Okay.
I mean, my friends were either non-athletes or like I was really good friends with the volleyball players. Like it's like it's almost like your little community or your own sorority. And so, I mean, I don't know. I loved it. I loved that I got my education and my lifestyle paid for by working out. Like, okay, you know what I mean? Like,
Totally.
I mean, it was tough. Like, there's definitely pressure, but I don't know if that was because I was a woman. I think just being college athlete's really tough. But I also know, actually, yesterday I have a group chat with a couple of my really good friends that were athletes, and like yesterday, man, if Instagram was around when we were in college, we would have been in a lot of trouble, you know, like we did our thing and we had fun. So, I mean, I don't know. I always say, like, don't get me wrong, I love where I am. Those were definitely some of the best years of my life in terms of like, oh, what's a bill, you know?
Yeah. No, so it was a more of a family kind of feel as opposed to I mean, it's a family when it comes. So I'm going to ask you this then. How do you view the scene at this point, being in the broadcast side of things?
Yeah, I mean, this is always, for me, I have a hard time answering this one because I know that I've been very lucky. I don't have terrible horror stories. And I work in a lot, I work as an analyst in a lot of professional men's environments. And so that is really rare. But and most I don't think I've ever called. I think I called an OCAA game with Megan McPeak like years ago, like when we were birthed. But that would have been the only woman play-by-play that I ever sat beside. I don't think I've ever had a female producer in my ear. Like I'm just surrounded by men in the industry. But I've been really lucky because they've all been so like uplifting and empowering to me. So it's because I know that that's not every woman who gets these jobs. That's not their experience at all. But I can't sit here and tell you terrible horror stories. I will say, like, obviously I've seen the way men's professional sports versus women's professional sports are treated. And that's disheartening. I do believe that gap is closing a little bit. That still needs to be pushed forward. But in terms of me, I've always been, at least to my face, or at least how I felt, I've always felt respected. I've always felt supported. And so I think for me, I just show up and I don't come to my work and say, oh, I'm a woman, everyone look over. I just want to do my job like everybody else would do it and not make a big deal out of it.